Okay, so first things first, this is my only time flying business, so I can't compare it to any other airline, nor is this some sort of airline review channel. But as somebody who's spent his whole life flying economy, I thought it might be interesting to see somebody experience it for the first time. Also, if I take the piss out of business class flyers, know that those comments are coming from a place of pure jealousy. Unfortunately for me, this is likely to be a one-off thing, and I'll shortly be returning to my normal economy seat. That would normally be me, perfectly happy. Finally, as I said in my last video, the audio on a plane isn't great, so this is sort of a mixture of real-time commentary and, like this, future Simon. Now, I understand that you pay for preferential treatment, but the lady in black cut the queue in front of me, maybe because I was wearing a baseball cap and normal clothes and she figured that I couldn't have been in the right queue. And it might have been a genuine mistake, but it felt like I'd been shunned, and that, combined with the segregated gangway, I couldn't help but feel like this type of treatment could quite easily make you into somewhat of a pompous arsehole. That's probably completely unfair, and again, likely to just be the jealousy speaking. One thing I did notice straight away actually was that not all of the seats are made equal. There's sort of a window seat and then there's another one where you're on the aisle side of all the cupboard stuff. And it struck me that I wouldn't be particularly happy if I was in one of those aisle seats. So if you're going to book on an A330, I would definitely recommend making sure that you get one of the true window seats. Anyway, I was super excited. I usually have to walk past the business class seats seething with anger, but not today. Today is different. I couldn't really figure out whether the seat was in a normal position or you had to sort of climb over it. It didn't really make sense. I can't imagine an old person doing that. It's been 30 minutes? No, 20 minutes. And still no champagne. Maybe that's only first class. I don't know. Not used to these things. It's pretty nice not having somebody sitting next to you there. Check out this. First ever comfort dog or companion animal. I don't know what they're called. Right next to me. It's like the seat is too big. My tiny little legs keep on pulling me off the end, so I'm sort of slouching. Oh well. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand why they give you a bag. I mean, I understand why they give you a rubbish bag, but that's bigger than the item that we're putting. Well, obviously it has to be bigger, but you know what I mean. Seems unnecessary. So I think I was trying to say, albeit poorly, is that the bag seemed excessively large for an alcohol wipe. Or that at this point, I didn't actually know that they wouldn't come and collect it straight away and that you could use it for the whole flight. So... So I've set up the other GoPro to take a time lapse, but I'm not sure if it's legit. I don't know whether they allow you to do that. It's sort of suctioned onto the window. We'll see. So I'm assuming that the food was in a sort of lunchbox because of COVID, and that usually you would get a bit of a higher class experience. Maybe the economy guys got exactly the same food, but either way, it's a bit boring to go through all of the different options that you get. You've got a couple of wraps, a salad, and some pudding. Actually, weirdly enough, I tend not to mind plain food, so this was decent. Tut tut, Iberia. Found a hair on my fajita. But it wasn't one of the short and curly ones. I don't like kicking up fuss, so it might be disgusting, but I ate it anyway. It's actually really good. You'll have to excuse my face here. Whilst it might look like I'm being lowered into the gates of hell, I'm actually just trying out the lie-flat bed for the first time. I have no idea why I was so surprised. It's a bed on a plane. It's the main attraction of business class, and it delivered. There isn't a single scenario in which I would have put the bed down and gone, nah, this is crap. I want my old seat back. No chance. I guess knowing what you're going to get and then actually experiencing it are two different things, and I was seriously impressed. Ah, the great leveller. It doesn't matter what seat or who you are, you still need to use the toilet. For some reason I thought the toilet might be different for business class. Maybe I'd seen that in a review of another plane, but this one was just your normal toilet, and I've never actually taken a crap on a plane, and I don't intend on starting now. So they have a little video that you can watch to get accustomed to your new fancy seat, a part of which was a massage function. Needless to say, I was super excited about it until I used it. It's more of a gimmick than anything else. It barely moves. You can't see it here, but in my opinion, it's absolutely pointless. But then again, if you did have a massage function that worked on a seat on a plane, that'd be amazing. I'm just inspecting the toiletry bag that I didn't use, and I don't think it would be particularly interesting to show you all the storage compartments and the coat hanger, so I'll leave it at that. I do feel like I've nitpicked a bit. The only complaint was the hair in the food. The rest was, as I said, as expected. It was great. It's completely different to flying in a normal economy seat, but then I knew that, so it's a bit of a weird feeling and quite hard to summarise. Because you know what you're getting, there aren't any surprises. Although, if the massage function had worked, that would have been a big surprise. Maybe the newer planes have it, and I would love to see business class on one of the newer ones. because this one is admittedly a bit old. Would I do it again? I don't think I'd pay full whack, but if, like this, it's 20% extra, absolutely. You can't even compare it to the normal seat. But it's not like I can't go back, and I will. Admittedly, a bit sad, but I'm glad I did it. And I'll leave it at that, with a nice sunset over the Atlantic.